YouTube. I want to do a video tour of these ceiling fans installed in my home hardware game. There is a ton of these things. Starting off with the main store, we have all NEC fans, and I forget a lot of the names, but I believe this one is the High Tech 2. It's kind of like the Red Ring Motor Dayton's. Then we have the NEC Pro Pro line, Pro Tech, High Tech. No, that's the High Tech. This is the Pro Tech 2. I think. I think that's how this goes. Then we have another one of those Protects. There's a bunch of these in the store. There's a ton of those installed. We got two NEC. Um, I forget off the top of my head what I call these. I'm just gonna call them the date and type for the video, but I'm sure I'll remember the name after the fact. This is another one of those. This one was fairly new, but obviously got creamed by a forklift, so it's all bent now. This is a high tech 2, same as the one up in the first fan I showed off in the video. And this is the ProTech 2. Or it might even have a different name. I don't even really remember, to be honest with you. Then this one got bent pretty good. This one got hit. This one's bent a little bit, but it's nowhere near as bad as that one was. And this is a newer NEC. It's the same as the other gold lines in the store, but this one's just, you know, cleaner because it's newer. Then we have a pull chain. Well, this isn't a pull chain Dayton, but it's supposed to be light adaptable. But it's an early version that you don't really see because I made these for like a day and they were public for a day, and then I changed the entire switch housing on them because I thought it was too small. So this is actually a pretty rare fan, but it's probably may wind up getting replaced with a proper one. I'm not really sure. And then this is another NEC. I made a couple of them look like they're older. This one's locked up, so this one doesn't work. There was a one over here that only had one blade, but it got replaced recently with a weatherproof one because I accidentally put in too many of these things in the game. Figured, why not? Why not replace it? This one's bent pretty good. So it's got a pretty twisted blade, you can see it. And then this one over here is fairly decent still. And then before I start these up, let's go to the garden center. It's all the way on the other side of the building. And I'll show you guys those fans. Coming through here is a ton of these things. They're NEC harsh conditions. I've made the model for a while now, but I've never actually released them. But I'm probably going to be releasing them later today because I already have them done. I just have to put them out. This one has a busted blade and it's pretty slow. I don't know if it's a bearing issue or capacitor related thing or whatever, but it's slow. I'm not going to bother fixing it. We got two more of these things. They're in better shape than that one is. And over here is a replacement. This is a NEC weatherproof model Dayton, which if I climb up this shelf here to get a better look, you can kind of see the weatherproofing. It has protective sealing around the canopies, the motor ring, and then on the bottom of the motor, I don't know, oh yeah, you can really see here. It's got a drain plug, so it's completely a sealed off unit, so water can't get into it. Then this is the other harsh conditions, which I guess I'll give you guys a close up of this fan too. It's just a basically a K55 heat fan. You know, the brackets and everything, small little details. Then there's another one here that works, but it's sluggish a little bit. And then over here is a pretty much dead ham to make quick connect. It runs, but it's sagged over the pipes. So when you turn it on and give it power, it literally just stops and hits the pipe. So I'm gonna go around and start these all up on low. Everything works but the two fans. And this one's obviously really slow because, well, that. But we'll go through them. And we'll go through all the speeds on them. These are a little slower than the Pro lines and the other ones because they're kind of like a cheaper, lower end industrial fan. Oh, that one ain't even working now. I don't know if it locked up or what, but I remember it was having some kind of bearing related issues. Now I'm gonna do three speeds on these things basically. So I'm gonna do position one, position three, and then position five. Because that kind of gives off like the variable speed control, solid state effect, and also it just for time's sake it makes more sense. This one's pretty mangled. These get up to speed pretty quick. Some of the models take a little longer, but a lot of the better shape fans tend to go a lot faster. Oh, there goes. You can see what I mean. Like it's really slow, especially in comparison to the other ones. Likely end up replacing it at some point, but I don't know. Had a little lag thing there. This one runs pretty good. Has a slight wobble to it, but nothing too severe. Yeah, this one's dead. That's right. I'll bump them up to the speed that they're usually on, which is full blast. I'll start with this row here, and then work my way up to the front of the store. Because honestly, for the longest time, I didn't realize there were fans back here until I started updating the store. So I didn't even know what worked back here. I was up here beforehand. I didn't even know what was back here until I looked at an old version of the game and realized there were ceiling fans installed. This one wobbles pretty good on high. So now we'll go to the front. The forklift fan's running pretty good now. It's picking up some steam. You see it. There's a little bit of a shake to it. Ain't too severe, but it's bad enough. Paint department. And then these are the fans on the display. For those who are interested. I don't feel like going over those because they changed so much, so it doesn't really make sense to. Now for the room. This heat fan's running perfect. These are all earlier ones that aren't really up to date with the scripts, but this one's slower. These two are running good. This one right here is kind of crapping out, so I'm like debating if it's worth keeping this one or not. Probably not, but do one last look of them and wrap up the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.